So class, now we have next characteristic as metabolism. The term metabolism have arisen from a Greek word metabol, which means change or conversion. As you know that body of living organism is made up of chemicals, और ये chemicals हमारी बॉडी में या तो synthesize हो रहे हैं या फिर ट्रांसफॉर्म हो रहे हैं, राइट? सो ये जो भी केमिकल रिएक्शंस लिविंग ऑर्गेनिजम्स की बॉडी में हो रहे हैं, राइट? Chemical reactions like whether they are getting synthesized or they are getting transformed. So such reactions occurring in living organism, it is said to be metabolism. Now as you know, in metabolic reactions, when larger molecules, they undergo breakdown into smaller molecules. That process of metabolism is said to be catabolism. And this process releases energy. While in case of anabolism, right, smaller molecules, they are going to synthesize, they are going to assemble, and they are going to form a larger molecule, and that process of metabolism is said to be anabolism.
Now let's understand anabolism and catabolism in case of plants. As we know that during photosynthesis, plant utilizes simpler substances like CO2 from the atmosphere and water from the soil, right? In presence of sun's energy, it forms a complex substance that is glucose. So that process in plant is said to be photosynthesis, and since the synthesis took place, so this type of metabolic activity is said to be anabolism. Now whatever food prepared in this photosynthesis, right, it will be utilized in the process of catabolism, right? क्योंकि अब जो भी खाना बना है, that food will be utilized to obtain energy, और उस खाने से energy के लिए food का breakdown होना है. So what will happen? This complex food, that is glucose, in presence of oxygen will undergo breakdown and form CO2 and water. यानी कि larger particles से बन गया simpler substances like water and CO2, and also with the release of energy. Metabolic reactions can also occur in vitro and vivo. Now what is the difference between in vitro and vivo? In vivo में जो metabolic reactions हैं, they are occurring inside the cell, while the reactions which are occurring outside the living cells, यानी कि test tubes के अंदर हो रही हैं, we consider them as in vitro, right? So in vivo cell के अंदर हो रही है, while in vitro cell से बाहर हो रही है, where in the test tubes. Now class, NCERT have given us the statement, metabolism is a defining feature of all living organisms without exception, right? क्योंकि ये सारी criteria follow कर रहा है defining feature के, we consider metabolism to be a defining feature. Isolated metabolic reaction in vitro are not living things but surely living reaction. अब isolated metabolic reactions का मतलब है कि ऐसी reactions जिन्हें हम अलग से in vitro यानी कि सेल से बाहर कंडक्ट करवा रहे हैं, right? The reactions which are conducted in isolation अलग से कर रहे हैं, in vitro conditions में कर रहे हैं, ये reactions क्योंकि टेस्ट ट्यूब में हो रही है, इन विट्रो कंडीशंस में हो रही है, तो ये नॉन लिविंग थिंग है. बट द रिएक्शन जो इस टेस्ट ट्यूब के अंदर हो रही है, दैट रिएक्शन इज सेड टू बी अ लिविंग रिएक्शन. व्हाई सो? बिकॉज इन लिविंग रिएक्शंस को कंडक्ट करने के लिए हमें जरूरत पड़ती है लिविंग ऑर्गेनिजम्स की, हमें जरूरत पड़ती है लिविंग कैटलिस्ट की. दैट इज व्हाई वी कंसिडर द रिएक्शंस इन विट्रो एज लिविंग रिएक्शंस. सो द स्टेटमेंट इज ट्रिकी, but you need to understand it कि isolated metabolic reaction in vitro are non-living things क्योंकि ये test tubes के अंदर हो रही है, सेल से बाहर हो रही है, but the reactions को conduct करने के लिए हमें ज़रूरत पड़ेगी living catalyst की, living organisms की. That is why we consider metabolism to be a defining feature without exception, right? Now let's discuss another characteristic, that is growth. Now growth is defined as irreversible increase in mass or increase in cell size organ or whole organism, right? As once this kid grows into a boy and then into a man, तो वो man वापस से एक बेबी में ग्रो नहीं करेगा. That's why we consider growth to be an irreversible increase in cell size or cell mass. Now growth occurs in organism due to net result of two important components, that is anabolism and catabolism. Just now we discussed anabolism that involves the synthesis and catabolism that involves breakdown. तो इन दोनों के net result की वजह से growth होगी. So we have basically three cases which will help us understand when is the growth going to take place. So the first case is if A is more than C. Here A is going to be anabolism and C is going to be the catabolism. अगर breakdown कम है और synthesis ज़्यादा है, then the growth is going to take place. Second case is if anabolism and catabolism both are equal, the net result or the net growth is going to be 0 क्योंकि दोनों बराबर है, right? And the third case is if catabolism is more than anabolism. अगर body के अंदर breakdown synthesis से ज़्यादा होगा, so such growth is said to be negative growth or degrowth. Right? Class, इससे ये मत समझना कि growth को अभी हमने irreversible increase कहा था. So negative growth का मतलब ये नहीं है that the growth is going to be reversible. It is not. नेगेटिव ग्रोथ से मतलब है फॉर एग्जाम्पल प्लांट्स में अगर आप उसे वाटर नहीं करते हो, दैट मीन्स आप एनाबॉलिक एक्टिविटी के लिए उसे एक कंपोनेंट नहीं दे रहे हो, राइट? क्योंकि फोटोसिंथेसिस के लिए वाटर हैज़ टू बी देयर विथ CO2, देन ओनली ग्लूकोज विल फॉर्म. बट व्हाट इफ द वाटर इज अनअवेलेबल, तो क्या होगा? कैटाबॉलिक एक्टिविटीज ज़्यादा होंगी एज कंपेयर टू एनाबॉलिज्म एंड देन the plant may undergo wilting. The plant may undergo wilting जिसकी वजह से उसकी leaves droop करेंगी and the plant may even die, right? So that is why we consider growth as the net result of anabolism and catabolism. Again, ये भी आपका बहुत important point है because the question is asked when do the growth occur. तो आपको ये तीन cases आपको दिए जाएंगे कि anabolism has to be more than catabolism. So we have all three cases when anabolism is more, less or equals to catabolism. Growth can also be indefinite or definite. Indefinite growth is seen in plants while definite growth is seen in animals. Now the question is, how do plants have indefinite or unlimited growth? इसका रीज़न है कि plants में present होते हैं meristematic tissues. Class, will be understanding meristematic tissues in detail in our further chapters. For now, you should know that meristematic tissues have the tendency to grow throughout the life. Such tissues are absent in case of animals. That's why they do not have indefinite growth, right? Animals में definite growth रहेगी due to the absence of meristematic tissues. Growth can also be intrinsic or extrinsic. Now, intrinsic growth is seen in living cells, while extrinsic growth is seen in non-living objects. Living cells में जो growth है, that is due to addition of new substances inside the cell. Living cells के अंदर नए components, नए प्रोटोप्लाज्मिक कंटेंट ऐड होंगे तो सेल की ग्रोथ होगी, right? Such type of growth is said to be intrinsic. But if the growth is occurring due to addition of substances on the surface, such growth is said to be extrinsic. अब यहाँ पे आपको ये माउंटेन का एग्जाम्पल दिया है. इस माउंटेन की रेंजेस जो हैं इनिशियली क्या हैं? दे आर लाइक दिस मच स्मॉल. बट जैसे जैसे टाइम गुजरा वैसे वैसे इस माउंटेन की जो रेंजेस हैं ये बढ़ने लगी, राइट? क्योंकि इसमें भी नई नई चीज़ें ऐड हुई, नया सॉइल ऐड हुआ, राइट? कुछ और सॉइल, डस्ट, अलग अलग पार्टिकल्स बाहर से ऐड हुए तो क्या हुआ? इस माउंटेन की जो हाइट है वो इंक्रीज हो गई, यानी कि ग्रोथ हो गई. and since the substances added on the surface बाहर से हुआ, we consider the growth as extrinsic. Now class, the question is growth is defining or non-defining? क्योंकि growth को तो हमने बोला कि ये indefinite है, definite है, intrinsic है, extrinsic है, right? So I expect most of you must be raising your hands and thinking with the correct answer. Yes, growth is non-defining feature और इसका correct reason है that it is also seen in non-living. अगर आपको याद है तो defining के दो criteria में से जो second criteria है that it should not be seen in non-living, तभी ये एक defining feature होगा. But just now we discussed that growth is seen in non-living objects like mountains. You might have seen rusting हो जाती है, उसकी भी growth होती है iron की, right? So that is why we consider growth to be a non-defining feature.